ファミリーコンピュータの楽しいカセット情報。面白カセットどんどん登場。
Hi everyone, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of Player One Start. Today we're going to continue our retrospective on Star Wars games, moving ahead from the Atari 2600 to the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, when we last left off, I was talking about the home video game crash, kind of ending Star Wars games for the time being. And it was a while until there was another one released for a home console. The next one released was only released for the Famicom in Japan. And it's kind of strange. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Star Wars was released for the Famicom in 1987 and developed by Namco. It is the only game in the Star Wars franchise that was released exclusively in Japan. Star Wars plays, as I said before, like a side-scrolling platformer with two difficulty settings, the Novice Mission and the Pro Mission. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Novice Mission because I've never played this before, and I've heard that Famicom games are a bit more difficult than usual. The game itself is a side-scrolling platformer where the player controls Luke Skywalker and... Wait, that's Luke Skywalker? Well, why is his hair black? Alright, well, anyway. His hair is blonde in the cutscene. And on the cover of the cartridge. So anyway, Luke uses his lightsaber at the get-go, before running into Obi-Wan Kenobi for some reason, but okay, I'll go with it. Luke uses his lightsaber as a primary weapon, but can also use the Force to execute special maneuvers like floating, speeding and stopping time, and... Huh. Wow, that's I don't remember that from the movie, but okay. Energy to activate Force powers can be obtained through blue diamonds. Oh, that's what those are. Okay, well, I'm collecting those. I didn't know what those are for. It's collecting blue diamonds after killing an enemy. At the end of each level, the player must fight one of several apprentices of Darth Vader. Those are apprentices? Wait, why am I already fighting Vader? He's hiding in the... Okay, there's stormtroopers in the... Crawler. Okay, well anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and save a lot of grief here. This has almost nothing to do with the original movie, at least in terms of plot continuity, but it is kind of a fun platforming game once you get used to it. However, it becomes very difficult very quickly. The controls are a bit slippery. Every time I stop, I end up stopping several spaces away from where I think I'm going to. It makes me feel like that Luke is skating around on ice the whole time. Anyway, the graphics are fairly impressive for a Nintendo title. I'm sorry, for a Famicom title. However, I think I'm beginning to see why this game never made it over to North America. So the next planet you end up going to is not the Death Star or the route to Alderaan before it gets destroyed. You're actually on Kessel, which is where Han Solo allegedly made his 12th parsec run. And this planet looks a lot like, not really looks like ancient Egypt, but has a lot of references to it. And again, I think that the game creators are taking a lot of liberties with this, as I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but I was pretty sure it wasn't ancient Egypt. And what's really weird about this level is at the end, you are rescuing Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think it's kind of weird he got kidnapped, and Luke already has his lightsaber. Even stranger is that Obi-Wan is actually being held captive by Darth Vader, or another apprentice of Darth Vader, and when you strike him, he turns into a pterodactyl. Or pterodactyl? Yeah. Anyway, as I said, plot continuity's out the window, so I can't wait to see what the next level has in store for us. Alright, well I'm not even going to try to pronounce this place, but here's the name if you want to give it a go. And we're in some sort of underwater world. I'm not sure what relationship this has to the Star Wars universe, but I'm assuming the United States Capitol building wasn't part of it. And here's where this game really jumps the shark. Quite literally. Darth Vader turns into a shark. Now, I've often wondered this myself, but I'm sure this game didn't want me to think too much into it, that C-3PO, a droid, someone who is powered by electricity and probably would short out at the thought of water, is kept and kidnapped underwater. Alright, another battle from the Millennium Falcon outside of the Death Star, and we are in. And this is where the game takes a turn for the good. It's finally starting to match up to the plot of the original movie. However, the only problem I have with this stage is I can't find where to go. I got lost in here for about 20 minutes before I finally set the controller down and had to walk away. Unfortunately, this is about as far as I got through the game. I still can't figure out how to get through this area, so this is a good stopping point. So here's a scene from one of the final levels where you get to control the X-Wing through the trench run. But as you can imagine, if you only had 3 lives and very limited continues, and every time you have to continue, you have to start from the beginning of the game, I could not imagine what it would take to actually beat this game.
Alright, so now that we've had a look at the game, what do I think about it personally? Well, I really don't enjoy it. I think the difficulty on it is way too high. Then again, this is a Famicom game, and I know games that were exclusively released for the Famicom were kind of notoriously difficult here in America. In fact, that's the reason why we never got the true sequel to Super Mario Bros., because it was deemed too difficult for the North American audience. And that's why we got a different one than the one that's in Japan. Now, despite the difficulty, it's not just that it's difficult, it's that it seems the game is unfair. There are spikes everywhere, one wrong move makes you die, and then, you die and you have to continue from the beginning. It's just not a game I enjoy going back and playing multiple times. Add that in with the strangeness and, things like Luke's black hair and Darth Vader turning into a scorpion, just things like that. It doesn't really feel like a true Star Wars game to me. Alright, well that's about going to wrap it up for this video. Remember, if you like what you see, please hit that like and subscribe button, share with a friend. You can reach out to me on my website or social media. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned because I have more content coming. I'll see you guys next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you guys liked about the video. Let me know what you guys would like to see in the future. And if you guys are interested in some of the content I've already put out there, please click on the suggestions that pop up right over here. And if you want to be notified when I post new content, go ahead and click on the subscribe button that's currently covering up my face here. I promise it's going to hurt me a lot more than it hurts you.